They're good. They're good. They can't flip up.
All tucked in for the night.
Go. Yeah.
Stop the water.
For almost 20 years, the Cincinnati Zoo has been involved in the Manatee Rescue and Rehabilitation Partnership, a multi-institutional program that really is designed to ensure that manatees have a future in the wild. Over the past 2 days, the Cincinnati Zoo and SeaWorld Orlando were able to complete a 5-manatee transfer. 2 animals housed here at the Cincinnati Zoo were sent back to Florida, where one of them will be released into the wild later this winter. On the return flight to Cincinnati, our team was able to bring back 3 orphaned manatees that will be raised here at the Cincinnati Zoo for the next year or 2 before they will be eventually released back into the wild on the coast of Florida. One of the important elements of the Cincinnati Zoo's involvement with the Manatee Rescue and Rehabilitation Partnership is that we're able to house animals like the 3 orphaned males that were just brought here to Cincinnati, and in doing so, free up space for animals that need critical care in the facilities in Florida.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. It'll do a little bit of tweaking, but she's still. Right. There you go. Straight forward.
This week, SeaWorld, along with Cincinnati Zoo, Columbus Zoo, and the whole entire MRP, worked together to move 2 manatees from Cincinnati down to Florida, along with 4 manatees from Florida back up to Cincinnati and Columbus. Bam Bam is one of the animals that came from Cincinnati to the Orlando park. Bam Bam's story is really neat. Bam Bam was actually a rescue back here in Orlando that we sent up to Cincinnati as part of the MRP to allow him to finish his rehabilitation for the last 2 years. Now he's come back, and during the cold season this year, we're going to release him back out into his natural environment. Now people ask, why would you release him during the cold season? Well, honestly, for an animal that's naive to where a warm water source is, this is the absolute best way to teach them. So we'll release him into a warm water spring with other manatees, and he'll travel with them and learn his migration routes. The 4 manatees that we're taking back up to Cincinnati and Columbus actually is helping SeaWorld immensely. What Cincinnati and Columbus Zoo are doing is they're actually taking some of our younger animals who need time to grow. They're calves, so they need years to get to size to be released. But for SeaWorld, by moving them up there, it allows us to have more critical care space for every manatee in need. Cincinnati, Columbus, and SeaWorld working together as part of the MRP, the Manatee Rescue Program. When these groups come together, it is to take care of every manatee that we possibly can, which means Cincinnati and Columbus are taking animals that are going to need long-term care for another 2 to 3 years before they can be returned. SeaWorld, we need space to be able to take every critical animal that shows up to our doors. So by working as a partnership and this network, it allows us to utilize every ounce of space across the U.S. This is a crucial part of our rescue and rehabilitation program.